Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the USC Trojans and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Ready to kick it away first. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. On the ground, it's Jordan. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Davison. And he's brought down after a short gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and where's the committee?
Sprinting away. Great move. Now he's got room. He's at the 10, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. They use the sideline as their friend and finally get him out of bounds on the return to the 47. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Holds on, it's Anderson. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Drops back, it's Smayava. Extending the play. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything.
It's a fumble! Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th. Turning it on. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Hits the hole. It's Davison. Has the 6. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back to the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Moore. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Left side is Hooks. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Straight ahead, it's Hill. He's got the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Throwing more. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Moore will throw. Out wide right, it's Hooks. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Out wide left, it's Johnson. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
4th down, Moore. Here comes the heat. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off through the air, come to the line. Quick give. It's Davison. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Red 18. Hey, move. Go.
On the option. Trying to get it in. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Stepping to the right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Jordan. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Trying to squeak through the pile. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for space, it's Davison. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run him again. Got the 1st down. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
From the gun, it's Hill. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Here's more to throw. Caught. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. Inside the touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dante Moore throws for the tight end. Right side, it's Johnson. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. The throw makes the grab. It's Jordan. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Well, so much for nudging it ahead a few inches. 4 wide here on 2nd and short. Rides to the back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Second and long here. Motion from the wideout. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
Yeah, and the quarterback was looking for the big fella. And I'll tell you what, you throw these routes to big tight ends, it usually ends well, but it was really, really good coverage, breaking on that corner route and getting the ball to the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking for a man, it's Mayava. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Moore. Going long. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit, they were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with Old Dominion taking on the number 16 team, the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Monarchs sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. It evens up their record at 2-2 on the season following a nice home win. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Hooks. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Davison. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Throwing more. Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. Left side is hooked. There he goes. At the 30. The tag. He is in. Touchdown, Oregon. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Takes a handoff. It's Jordan. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
They give it to him again. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Direct snap. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Out wide left, it's Mosley. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And that ball's free behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the 3rd quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Davison. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Powers inside. Shows him the stiff arm. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here's more to throw. He lets one fly deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. On the return, it's Mosley. Sometimes you just have to take the touchback. They get him down at the 4-yard line. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Hits inside, it's Jordan. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Mayava. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires toward the target. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
Booster. Jet.
Wants to throw one first. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Misses badly on that one.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. He wants to go deep. Makes a diving catch along the left sideline. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Jordan. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so it can be explosive.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. 3rd and long coming up. The run inside. It's Jordan. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Send the tight end in motion. Snaps it, and he has to have it. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Trojans! Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board. Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention. This week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got the...
Got enough space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Jordan. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some...
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Mayaba. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. On to attempt the try. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely
flying out to the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this two-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. On the run, it's Jordan. He's past the sticks. At the 45, on his way. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Defense in press coverage. Out wide right, it's Mosley. Makes a grab and room to run. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Miller. Just smothered on the play. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Dante Moore. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
making the adjustment. Moore. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They're just going to try to stick it to him and add some salt to the wound. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one.